I'm going to do a video on oily skin, which sounds exciting, but oily skin, if you have it, really sucks. My skin is a grease ball half the time, so I've like gone near and far to try to find products that really help me. I tried Proactive, but I guess my skin is like way too sensitive for that, because for a while I was breaking out pretty bad too, but Proactive just like irritated my face. It made it red and like dry, and then it was the opposite of oily, but I was still breaking out. So I kind of had to find substitute products that have worked out for me pretty well. So I'm just gonna run through them really quickly, and hopefully if you have oily skin you might go out and get some of these products, and you'll see pretty good results. My hope is that they're working, so you can't tell right now how oily my skin actually is, especially in the morning. Ugh. So I'm just going to run through a couple products, starting with face wash, which is like the most important thing, because with oily skin it's so frustrating because your skin will be super oily, but at the same time it's so easy to have your skin dry out. My skin often goes like in the summer it's super oily, then in the winter it's super dry and flaky, so there's really no in between, and I have to like, it just sucks. So what I found was this Clean and Clear Finishes mattifying cleanser. It's like $6 or $7, which is basically the price of every other face wash. Clean and Clear has a whole like finishes line. They all do semi like different things, and then I think it's like this whole like collection does really specific things for skin, so they really target different problems for different people, and hopefully have an item for everyone to use. This is obviously oil free, because if your skin is oily, the last thing you want is to have more oil coming all over your face. So this one you can use two ways. You can use it as a face wash, and then the directions say if you leave it a little, like leave it to sit a little longer on your face, if your skin is super oily, it'll soak up some extra oil. So you can do both, or either one of the two, depending on, because it changes with the season also. This has like some type of like mineral complex in it that just really takes all the oil out of your skin without making it too overly dry. And it really does make your skin look perfectly matte, and this is my favorite thing right now. What I did notice is if I use it for almost like 2 weeks, my skin does start to dry out a little bit, so I switch between this one, and then as my skin starts to dry out, I use the Clean and Clear, it's like the orange one, the morning something scrub, so it gets rid of all the dead skin cells. So I'll use this for 2 weeks, use that one for a week, and then switch back to this, and it's been working pretty well. I haven't really broken out, and of course now that I said that, I'm going to wake up with a huge pimple on my face, but it seems to be working well, so that's like my favorite face wash for this. And then sort of along those lines, these Stridex Naturally Clear, they're just kind of wipes. They're like triangular wipes like that. I use these in the summer a lot, or in the winter, because you know how sometimes it's super cold outside and you'll be like walking up a hill or something, and then you go into like a building that's really hot. My campus is really hilly, so this happens to me all the time. It's freezing outside. I like work up a sweat walking up a hill because obviously I have no physical abilities, and when I get into my classroom I take all my layers off and it feels like it's 1,000 degrees in there, so I'm sweating my butt off. These work really well for that. They really don't take off much makeup, and I usually bring concealer and powder foundation around with me anyway, so I can replace anything that these take off. But they really do refresh your face. Sometimes when you get a little sweaty, your skin just feels dirty and you just feel grimy. These totally sort of fix that problem, and you feel really refreshed without actually having to go and wash your whole face. These have pomegranate, white tea, and soy, and a bunch of other chemicals, I'm sure. And not only do they like remove grease and stuff like that, they remove like dirt and oil, and they have some type of like acne treatment solution in them. So at the same time, they like work against blackheads and prevent any of that, like the acne that would come from your pores getting clogged up from like sweating all over the place with makeup on. They also smell really good, which is a big deal for me because I hate when things smell chemically, which is weird, but because I can't really identify the smell, but these smell really good. These are probably like, I didn't start using these till last summer, and these are like one of my favorite things. Oh, and then there's no alcohol in them, so they don't soak, they don't dry out your face, which is important for the winter because the skin gets really dry in the winter because the air is a lot drier, there's less humidity, and it's colder outside, so skin tends to get dry and flaky. And but these also have I can never pronounce this, salicylic acid in them. So if you're allergic to that, obviously don't use them. That'd be bad. The next thing is moisturizer. The thing that scares me about having oily skin is I hate putting moisturizer on sometimes because I feel like I can wash my face and do all the work in the world to make my skin not greasy, but then everyone says you have to put moisturizer on, which you really should, especially if it has SPF in it. And then it kind of, for me, I feel like all my work is undone, or gets, yeah, all my work is undone because I'm like basically putting like grease back on my face. So I looked for a while to find a face lotion that didn't leave me with that like really like grimy sort of greasy feel, which was hard because I feel like lotion just does that sometimes, especially immediately after. Once it like dries off, the feeling goes away, but immediately it's just kind of really upsetting to like wash your face and then put lotion on and have your face just feel greasy again. So this is the one I use. It's Oil Free Moisture by Neutrogena. It has SPF 15 in it. This is like $9, I think. Lotion is, it's obviously not the most expensive thing, but it does kind of like vary. So this, I use it once a day. I use it before I go to bed and a tiny bit in the morning, because my reasoning is if I use it before I go to bed, then it's okay if my skin is a little greasy because I'm just going to bed and like my skin is like soaking up everything while I'm sleeping. But I only use a tiny bit in the morning here because that's where my skin gets dried out a lot, and then a little bit like around my mouth. So this is alcohol free. It's SPF 15, which I said like 15 million times, but that's so important, and it's oil free, and it really does moisturize your face without leaving any like residue or anything, which is really important. Then I'm gonna talk about my foundation yet again because it literally is my favorite foundation. It's the Fit Me one by Maybelline, and I'm trying to turn it so that the label matches the label on the actual container because I'm weird like that. So if you've seen any of my other videos, you're like, oh my god, stop showing this thing, we get it, you like it. But it works so well for oily skin. It like keeps my skin matte, and it's wonderful, and I love it. The other two things I'm going to talk about are pretty just like general things. This is, it doesn't matter what the brand is, this is just a loose powder after I put on my foundation. When you put on liquid foundation, you should set it with powder because it keeps it lasting longer, but then also it kind of eliminates any shine that your face might have as a result of the foundation, and it like soaks up any like extra oils on your skin. So I always finish my makeup with loose powder foundation. At the same time, if you get like greasy during the day and you don't have something like this to wash your face with, and you don't feel like going home and wash your face, sometimes I use this. I take it with me, and I use like a really like loose brush like this, and I just like floof it all over my face, and it's usually like in the T-zone. That sucks, that you know, you just like rub it in a little bit, and it soaks up a lot of the oil, and it really does feel so much better. So always set your foundation with the powder foundation, or yeah, a loose pigmented powder foundation, whatever you have, whichever is your favorite. Even the pressed powders work pretty well too, but it really does help. It just like soaks up all the oils, and you look great. And this is like this clean and clear thing. I've had this for forever. Like literally forever. It's called Clean and Clear Invisible Shine Control Powder. It has this little spongy thing on it that's kind of like the ones that come in the compacts for pressed powders, except this is like weird. It's a little more spongy. It's really soft, and that comes in the top compartment, and then in the then in the bottom compartment you get this like blue powder, and I just didn't put some on before the video, so like hopefully my skin looks like it's not shiny, otherwise there'd be no point in like showing this product. You just kind of like rub it in, and you don't want to put so much that like your skin looks, or your face looks blue. I'm trying to do it, and it's really difficult to do that actually, but this is like along the same line as the like the loose powder foundation. And then there's a mirror in it, and if you are uncomfortable with seeing your face in the mirror, you're going to be 10 times more comfortable by this mirror because it literally shows you the insides of your pores. It zooms in so much. It's embarrassing. And it like really just like lets you know that you need to get your eyebrows done or you need to like wash your face or something because it's just like up in there. But this works really well. And then also I couldn't find it because I keep it in my bag, my purses all the time, and I'm always changing purses, so I always lose them. But they're just the Clean and Clear blotting sheets. Like literally every makeup line makes them. Some makeup lines make like rice paper ones, some is just like really like sheer tissue paper. The Clean and Clear ones are a little more plasticky, and I like those a lot. The one thing to know is when you're using the blotting sheets like that, you never want to rub, because that's just like moving everything around and it's gross. They're called blotting sheets because you just want to like pat them on your face. So like this obviously isn't one, but like if it was, you would just kind of like pat it on your face like that, and like that, and your nose is, and then once like it stops soaking through the paper, you'll see the color of the paper won't change anymore, and that's like pretty much when you're done, when it's soaked up all the nasty oils, and your face will look more or less fine afterwards. But yeah, those are the best to just keep in every bag because they always come in handy. Like there will always be a time where you can use them, or someone you know will use them. Although it might be kind of offensive if you're like, here, you really need these. I guess it depends on your relationship with your friends. And now I'm annoyed because I really want to find it. I have no idea where it is. I have them, Clean and Clear makes like normal blue ones, and then they also make these green ones, which are supposed to revive you. They don't. I really don't notice the difference, but if you like the color green, they have them in green too. Actually, I think they're blue, just green packaging. That's irrelevant. But yeah, so those are like my favorite products for oily faces. Like, that's pretty much it. Let me know if there's anything you guys want to see. I'm trying to think of what video I'll do next. I guess I might just do a makeup tutorial next. It's about time. I can do some like really cool fall looks because I have like the Fall Festival palette from, that's actually the best idea ever. I'm going to use the Fall Festival palette and come up with some cool fall looks. So, yeah, again, if there's anything you guys want to know, want me to do, just send me a comment, send me a message. That'd be nice. But yeah, just let me know. Thanks for watching.